guys, happy TikTok Tuesday. All right, epoxy sculpt, or something like it, epoxy clay. All right, so this is epoxy clay. It's like your regular epoxy that you have two parts. This is the same thing. So we're putting it around the frame. You can see the moon shifting colors. Isn't that cool? That's Artistic Vivations Unicorn Spit. All of this is Unicorn Spit. And it has not been sealed, so if I get it wet, it will run. And that's fine too, because it's drippy art. And then I'm going to go ahead, instead of spray sealing, I'm going to go ahead and just resin this when I'm done. Thinly, hopefully. So I'm keeping the edges clean from the epoxy clay. That way I can just let it pour on over. So this morning, one of Mama's cards says, I pray that God who gives hope will bless you with complete happiness and peace. And that's from Romans 16. So I thought, oh, peace is great. And it actually goes along with the word saying that's going to go on here. It says, encourage your hopes, not your fears. So I just love that. Anyway. But it goes here. So the thing is, because there is a scene behind the moon and the moon is in a weird spot, this needs to be somewhat, balanced, even centered. I am not a balanced, even centered person. So I have my handy dandy tape measure. Thank you, hubby. And I'm just going to go ahead and get my rings off. And we'll start working. Now when I get done with the epoxy clay, as you do in the epoxy, you want to put the rhinestones and the dried flowers or whatever it is you want to put in. You want to put that in while you're working with this epoxy clay. It does not give you that much time. For me, okay? You may find you have plenty of time. So I like to work with it in little tiny bits. You know what I mean? Little pieces of it. And when you start to get into it, you'll need gloves, but after it sets for 3 minutes, then you can work with it without the gloves. Oh my goodness. I woke up at 9 o'clock. It's like 3 hours past the normal time, and I don't know why. I guess I was just very tired. Have you all done that before? Thank God I don't have to go to work outside my home. I'd be fired. Oh gosh, this is super hard. Okay, I have a different type of clay, epoxy clay, but it's gray. So you paint them, you can paint it, you don't have to, but I'm going to. So because I'm painting it with Unicorn Spit, I'd like that background to be white and those colors really pop. That's my plan. We may not get very far today on this. I had such dreams and hopes. It's okay, it's okay. No fear. This is the no fear zone. We're just experimenting. That's what we're doing. Okay, that is a lot of epoxy for me to start working. So now see, this one's not so bad. I should probably have covered it with plastic after I opened it. Hot tip. You have to just eyeball these things. The white always looks bigger. Let me get into a shape that I can actually see if it's fine or not. Fine enough. All right, so you got them both like this and close enough. Good grief. The other one's just so compact. This is going to take a while. Just go get some coffee, whatever you want. It's worth it though. The epoxy clay is super, super durable. So even for jewelry making and things like that, like I like to make the window bling with the crystals hanging, and it's perfect for that because you can spray it or sand it or drill it, put the little those eyelets things, those eyes in there, so it can be super solid without glue. I just love it. Oh, that's the question, Sherry, especially for you. You're my color guru. These leafy white epoxy clays. I looked up, because this looks primarily purple to me. I looked up the what matches purple best, the contrasting colors and all that, and green, they say, is a good color to go with purple. So I kind of thought blues and purples because I wanted it to blend in like this. Ignore the messy thing behind that. See, I wanted it to kind of just blend in, but this is not this. This is totally different. Here are my options. So while I'm blending my clay, and it doesn't have to be all the same. And I'm throwing the blue in the Capricorn because it's got that copper flash, and I think that might be kind of cool in those nooks and crannies. I don't know. So look at these greens. You know, they go from a regular dark green to limey, bluish green like a Navajo, whatever. So, and then there's that Atlantis, which is a dark teal. There's also Taurus, and that's even darker than Atlantis. But I was trying to keep away from the sparkly because the moon is super sparkly. I didn't want to draw attention from the moon or the castle. Those are my thoughts. So knowing that, take a gander at those colors. And also, I'm not sure, do I want it lighter or darker? I thought dark because of that, but now I'm thinking more even limey. Maybe a limey blended into a dark blue with a copper flash. That's where I'm going. So, stop me. Somebody stop me. Dark green with purple. Dark green with purple. I like that. The stem of the leafy thing could be like the purple going into the dark green. And then I could get my limey tips on the ends of the leaf. Build two different colors, so you know you got to keep blending. Usually it doesn't take this long. It's older and it's cold, but I hear the heat coming on. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It's a whole therapy thing. Just enjoy it. Peace. That's our word for the day. I wanted to put the Zeus on because this one does something with these colors that I've never seen anything like it. That's what I did with the moon. I did Zeus all over the mixture of those colors. They're pretty. So, but I don't want to draw away from it. Keep saying. All right, so I'm going to set it aside on this thick plastic just for a second. So what I was going to say was it's a 10-inch canvas. My focal point, the moon can be in any position it wants because it's a moon. It moves. My castle and this line that I've got here is what I want to make sure that my word is even on. I'm going to try. I have a hard time with things like that. So all I know to do is get this tape measure and say it's 10 inches across, so at 5 that's the center, right? So if I went straight down, then it would be that's how I measure. Don't let me build your house. Okay, so I'd be about right there. Now I want it centered or at least level with this thing. And it is enough. But see, it looks crooked to me. So I think it's because of the moon. I'm going to keep messing with it. Anyway, so that's what we're doing first. Is I'm going to set that puppy so I can get it off of my mind. So I'm going to just break some of this off, and I don't have my gloves on right now, and that's fine. And I'm going to make a little worm of it. I don't do sculpting. I love sculpting, but I'm not a sculptor. But, you know, not yet. If I keep going, who knows? I could end up to be one. Alright, so I just want to keep going on this. I want enough worm here, thickness, that I can work with it and do something with it on the canvas. But I don't want it so thick that it's going to really throw off balance, you know. That's why I'm going all the way around, trying to do that. All right, now I want it to kind of go with, I'm just going to put this right there. Maybe I want it to intrude on my painting a little bit more than it has. I'm not sure I like this. We'll see. I wish I could show you. But now I've got to figure out how to get this sucker in there. Don't get it damp. It's a little eraser, I don't care. I'm just mushing this right into the canvas as hard as I can. I don't care what it looks like at this moment, obviously. Center is 5, it's right there. It sure looks like it should go this way more, but I might have to paint a sun or something over here to balance it in my head because I'm not sure I like it. Whatever, I'm pushing. God, I hope this is right. All right, I'm standing. There's that. I just want to push this down a little bit so if I know it's centered where I want it to be. I'm going over those little tabs because I'm going to put some rhinestones in there, I think. That's pretty. Aw. See, just certain tools sometimes. I don't even know what this is, but it does help. And you know, this is a cool hippy drippy piece anyway. It doesn't have to make sense, you know what I mean? So I feel like I just give myself freedom to make art like this because I like to play. And it can have weird things in weird places, and that's okay. So if that's you, give it a go. Happy enough to put it down. All right, I'm going to show you because you've been so patient, but you know, I'm still working on it. So, but anyway, you can kind of get the idea now. Is it straight? Is it straight on the castle? You know, it's straight enough. It really is. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm going to have to be careful. I can see I'm getting crumbs all over it. All right, I'm pitching that for now. So was it straight? Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Sherry. This clay, making different shapes just to see what pops up. All right, just now. Grant works with stuff like this all the time. She watches more of his videos. It's cool. Okay, it's not working to have it covering it at the top. I'm going to scrape that off. All right, wasn't nice. Disguise. That's kind of too triangle-y, that shape right there. So I'm just going to take that little rubber pen and dampen it and just kind of see if I can make it a little more round. Oh, and I forgot, when I dampen it, the unicorn spit's not sealed. So it's starting to run, and that's okay. All right, let's put some rhinestones in. What do you think? I think little and clear. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me see. Blue might be nice. We're going with the green around it, or I have that blue. It's the ones in the other leaves. That might be smart. And then we'll put the little rhinestones around it, I think. Let's see. Oh, yay. Okay, so I can't pick this up. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going wild with rhinestones. That's right. Okay, maybe that's too much. Okay. All right, I get it. I could pick a couple out. And put little ones in. Definitely gonna have to, hold on, do a little more detailing, clearly. All right, so at least that's some we've worked on a little bit. Okay, I can see that leaf thing going up, I need to adjust that a little bit right fast because it's gonna set like that. Look, I've got this whole thing still to go, so no, I'm not gonna do it right now, clearly. However, this is very cool. I'm really digging this. I'm gonna get this little wiggly one. It's not real firm, so it's not good for molding, but it's good for shaping and making things pretty, but I've got to be careful because I've not spray sealed this yet. And it's unicorn spit, which is reactivated by water. Get the clay off my hands. And just smooth this out a little bit. And then I want to make sure also that I'm not hanging off the edge anywhere. Like right there. I will paint around the edge once I figure out whatever color is already there and what's going to go with it. Gosh, I hope that's straight. Too late now, folks. I like this filigree look thing I'm getting over here. Breaking up some of that clay. All right. I keep saying all right. I'm like a preacher that can't close a sermon. All right, so there's the bottom that we've done. I love it. It's so cool looking. This is pretty still wormy. It's a lot wormy, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go because it's been a long, quiet live. But you know I'm gonna keep playing. Hey, you know what? Before we go, this is the shiny though. This is the Artistic Vivations Dionysus. And let's see. Let me get a brush. I'm excited. I know I don't want to be painting the whole, you know, bits and pieces of it until I get all of it done and then start painting all of the epoxy sculpt. But I cannot wait. So I just want to see what it looks like. because the unicorn spit on the epoxy sculpt is very cool, that epoxy clay. I don't know which brush I'm going to need. Now I'm not painting it on the wet stuff that we just put down, but I have some dry right here. So let me do this bigger one. This is dry too. It'll be either the feather or whatever this is supposed to be representing. Yep. And if I want it to super blend, then all I got to do is add water right now, and it will. I want to see some Atlantis on here right fast. Just a little Atlantis somewhere around here. I'm just going to brush it. My brush is just barely damp right now. Let's try Leif Erikson. Let's try Leif towards the tip. I think actually the darker actual real green might be better here. So let's see, this is just Dragon's Valley, regular unicorn spit, no bling. That way I can add my own later if I want. Those sparkling glaze ones, those sparkling gel, are great for when you've finished and spritzed everything, then to go ahead and sparkle them up with those. I like that. This is regular unicorn spit Dragon's Valley. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in too, right around where my Atlantis is. Variations of colors, of greens. Brush again. Just water. Do like it. So you get the idea how it will all eventually look. I'll probably go back over that with different colors until I'm happy. Probably eventually have the whole thing framed, but you see it takes a little while, plus you have to wait for the epoxy sculpt to dry before you paint it. So, but it's fun, who cares? I would do a few pieces, have them all going at different levels at different times. Do you have any questions? That's come a long way since the last time I saw it. Great. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, it's totally changing. Yep. I love that moon, the shifting colors. I wish y'all could see it better. You guys, I love you all. Have a beautiful Tuesday and the rest of the week, and stay safe in the storms. Keep praying for everybody. And remember our word, peace. Okay? Hang on to your peace. Love you. Bye.